Okay, so welcome back to episode 2 of the Laggy Let's Play series. And in this episode, I'm actually gonna do something that I said I wasn't gonna do. I actually, in function of trying to get one of the goals up here done, develop a mob grinder for drops, am going to need to make a slime farm. So I've already outlined the chunks, the slime chunk, where it is. And I actually have one that's pretty close by. I also spoofed or fixed up the area a little bit to make it stick out a little bit with some paintings. And I decided to have this thing where I would put the tools of the day needed. So the first thing I'm going to need is a shovel, because I'm going to need to dig through some stuff. I don't think I'll be needing anything for self-defense at the moment. And then I can leave my good pick here. But let me show you where I'm gonna be digging out for the slime farm. Okay, so behind me you'll see the area that I have laid out. I've dug it out I think 1 deep. This area behind me is a slime chunk. So the good and the bad about this area is that it's a slime chunk and it's really close to like where my base operations are. The bad thing is that part of it goes under this base here. And for the slime farm design that I would like to use, it's gonna require me to dig at least probably 2 more blocks in either direction of this area. So I still don't know what I'm gonna do with this house here. It is kind of really base and bland, so it might be an opportunity to do something with this side of it, or just to tear it down in general. So, but yeah. So I guess the first step I'm gonna do here, and this is probably gonna take forever, is I'm gonna try to dig out the chunk. And hopefully when I get back, the chunk will be all dug out and we'll be ready to start setting up our platform. And of course I have to generate some XP to level up on the swords and shovel that's nearly dead. So finally, after 2 days and probably 3 hours of digging, I finally dug out the space for the slime chunk. And what a pain in the butt this was. My goodness. What a boring experience. I don't even care about this extra cobble here. I have so many double chests filled with cobble. And I got iron. I've got more coal than I know what to do with it. It was just a pain in the butt, really, just digging all this out. But it's finally dug out. Now we're going to use the tools a little bit of Minecraft here. So the first thing we're going to do is... I think it's like this. Okay. So if I calculated correctly and I typed in the correct seed information, which I think I did, this chunk right here that's being outlined is a slime chunk. That means that if I build my platforms, I'll be able to have some slime spawning here. Just in case, I put some markers that I can mark, and then basically what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna be setting up the platforms. I'm gonna try to do as many as I can between Y10 and Y39, and then I think, yeah, there's 4 blocks for each edge, so I'll be able to do my channels for the slimes to fall down on every side. Basically, I'm gonna link the inspiration for the slime farm in the description, but I also need to now go into the nether and get magma blocks, and basically I'm gonna be doing the design where it's magma blocks killing the slimes, and I'll have some type of rail cart collection system underneath. But without further ado, let us go and set up these platforms, and you'll have to bear with me here. So we'll set up everything, and then I'll try to be right back after that. But what a pain in the butt this was. I'm just glad to be finished with this. Okay. So an interesting update right here, if you can hear it in the background. There's a phantom right outside, and I just made it enough to get inside my little smelter area. I put away my really important stuff. I'm gonna try to see if I can either escape this bad boy or kill him. Here he comes, here he comes. Hit him with that, hit him. Dang, this thing is ridiculous. Alright, got one. There's a whole bunch of them. Right. I am hitting them up. Let's see. Boom. I don't know how much more my shield can take. These things hurt. They hurt really bad, and they come in ferociously. Alright, so I need to get at. Alright, so that is an issue. Those are the famous phantoms that will wreck your day. I wonder, it's becoming daytime out. I wonder if they'll die off. I think I hear them dying off in the background. Alright. We can't be afraid though. Let's venture out here. Alright, where are you? Where are you? Here they are. Yeah, they're dying off. They are dying off. So, I think this is the last one. Wow. That thing sucks. But yeah, so I didn't know that they could come at you that strongly, more than one at a time. And here I am trying to prepare myself to go into the nether. I guess I should probably get some of my armor on. So, put this on. Put this on. Put that on. Alright, and then I wonder if I have any good swords here. Alright, so that one is for the XP farm, the spider farm. And So yeah, that was that. That was interesting. Since the last time, since last episode, I did a little bit of working around this house and the interior. We got the Donkey Kong paintings here. And then we got ourselves a friend. His name is Bobbers. And so he's a chicken. I've been trying to get a chicken in my base for the automatic chicken farm thing. But I was never able to, so I finally got one of my eggs to hatch, and I was like, this is so momentous that I have to name him. I have to tag him, so I got a tag made, and yeah, Bobbers is officially introduced to the Let's Play. And now I'm ready with my setup to go into the Nether and try to get some magma blocks. So it's always a scary thing going into the Nether for anything, but if I read correctly on the wiki, it said that magma blocks were around the beaches of the lava oceans or in the ground by the lava oceans. So I'm gonna try to make my way over towards the closest lava ocean and see if that theory is correct. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to kill a lot of those little magma cream, whatever monster things. So this is not a lava ocean. And I guess I might as well make note of my location here in case I have to venture too far away. So I'll probably come back as soon as I find those magma blocks by the lava ocean. So I'm venturing down closer towards the lava ocean. Still haven't found it yet. I wonder if it's down here in this direction. Following this path here. Hopefully it will lead as it goes down. The Nether is always tricky because it's like really easy to get lost here, but I got my coordinates and yeah. Normally I would mine all this stuff out, but right now I'm on a mission to find some magma blocks. So it doesn't look like it's in that direction. Let me see if this leads to any other further opening. And it doesn't at the moment. Just wanted to give a taste of what we're dealing with here. So, moment of truth. There's an ocean by here, and I definitely see magma blocks around the lava ocean. Now, getting down there is gonna be quite the pain in the neck, but let's see if I can just dig down. Yeah, I think with the efficiency 4 pick, let's see. Digging a path down should not be an issue. It's almost like digging it with a beacon, the haste beacon down here in the Nether. But yeah, I'm making my way down, and I'll be able to use that netherrack to tunnel back up. But there's magma blocks over there. I think I saw these over here are more accessible. And I'm gonna need so many, it's gonna be crazy, but let's see. Here we go. Okay. So, oh, good to know that the magma blocks also dig out really nicely. Now, I don't want to lose them to the lava. So, how am I gonna work this out? I wonder can go around like this. Yeah, it hurts. They definitely hurt. Right now, I need them. Doesn't seem to be affecting my armor that much. It is annoying, but it's not affecting my armor, which is interesting. Can I dig down further? Do I get to netherrack? I do, but I don't want to cut it too close to here. That's really good. So yeah, I found a whole bunch. I'll probably be digging a lot of this out. So, alrighty, success. So the other dilemma that has me a little bit preoccupied at the moment is that this farm digs into this house here. And while this house, you know, has some nostalgic value because it's one of my first houses and it's where we have our bulletin board set up, right? It also doesn't have that much value in the sense that it's not the best build quality. I'm messing around with the different builds and stuff like that and getting depth. And at the end of the day, I kind of really need this slime farm to work great. And one of the tips that they say is you never want to cover the top part of the slime farm, or at least like you want to have it exposed to the sunlight. If I mess around with it, it would mean either moving this whole thing over 2 blocks, but then I'm presented with the other problem of that my slaughterhouse, or soon to be slaughterhouse, is right here, very tightly compact, or just doing away with this in general and starting from scratch with a new build. And I think right now, as much as like I would have loved to, like I was gonna definitely work on putting this further one more to add some depth and changing maybe these to a different color glass pane. I had all those ideas. I think right now the only thing that I can suggest, or that seems feasible at the moment, is to really do away at least with this wing of this house. If I do away with this part, then I'm gonna be left with this, and I can try to incorporate some new designs to try to work with something with the slime farm here. So anyways, yeah, this is gonna be the last look at this. So yeah, bye house. So welcome back. So since the last time we've talked, I've cleared out the platform on the slime farm, but I needed to do something about this house that was next to where the slime chunk was, and I've made some upgrades. As you can see, this is actually the downstairs area. It's a little bit different, and then the upstairs I still have to make some stairs leading up to it, but let me show you what I've got so far. I was working a little bit. As you remember, there was like another wing of the house. I got completely rid of that wing, so now there's nothing over where the slime farm's gonna be. And I've been working and adding some depth, adding some texture, and so far this is kind of like what I've been defaulting to, coming up with. And I gotta say, it looks pretty nice. I like how it's coming out. I'm gonna need to get some glass panes and stuff, but overall it's coming out pretty decent. At least the first floor is. And yeah, I'm really happy with it, especially because now with this area is all cleared out. So I'll probably get working on the platforms, but I thought I'd talk a little bit about you know, the series and what I plan to achieve with it as I work on this a little bit. So I'm really new to doing vlogging and any type of like Minecraft stuff, while videotaping. I'm pretty new to Minecraft in general, actually. I've been playing on and off since about 2010, but I never really got into like the crafting aspect of it, the different potions and all the different capabilities really that this game has with redstone and with different types of mob grinders and just different type of XP farms and stuff like that. And I've been really getting more serious about it as of late. Working my long hours has had me looking for some type of a hobby to have after work. And getting into this was really like my way of stress release, finding out more about the game. And I gotta say, the thing that's unique about Minecraft as opposed to other games is that with Minecraft you can really there's always so much to do. It's really tough to get bored with this game. Let me get some. I'm gonna experiment with different types of stairs and stair textures. Another addition that was made was actually this little storage area. I forgot to mention that. This is kind of just like when I was mining out. I still have like PTSD from mining out the chunk for the slimes, but I ended up acquiring so much crap in doing all of that, and getting distracted here and there, that I decided to make like a little makeshift storage area for right now. Now that is one of the goals, is to make a storage system. But right now I've decided, well, if I already had all these chests around here, I might as well just keep it up around here. So I'll probably be continuing this layout and turn it into like a minecart station / storage room. But yeah, that's for a future project. I really don't know what I want to get out of these videos. The one thing that I do know at the moment is that I want to make sure that it stays fun. And so far it's been pretty fun making these videos. And I've actually had to learn a lot in order to try to do my best to try to produce as decent content as I can. Obviously I'm limited in many ways by the type of content I can produce. Not only because technologically speaking my hardware isn't really equipped for this type of usage. I'm running off of a very basic setup, but I can still run the videos just fine. So this is how the upstairs is looking right now. And I know one of the first things I want to do is fix this. So that's okay. I'm gonna have to gut out these two walls here and move them in one, and then figure out what I'm gonna do with windows and stuff like that. But yeah, like I was saying, this is, I gotta give credit where credit is due. This is a lot harder than it looks. It's a lot easier said than done. But trying to film yourself playing a game and putting commentary on it is not the easiest thing in the world. And I'm finding that out. It's very tough to have your, I guess, brain focused on several things at the same time, and trying to figure out what you're gonna say, how you're gonna say it, about what, and the reasons for why you're gonna say it, all while trying to survive in Minecraft, or I guess this applies really to any video game. It's like a learning curve at first. It requires a little bit of patience. And that's one thing, if anything, that I'm also really happy about, is I'm learning how to do this. And as time goes by, I hope to be able to make better quality content. I think you can only get better if you experiment. If you don't experiment and you don't try, how will you ever know, right? So then I'm gonna get rid of this wall. Oh, and these phantoms are ridiculous. It's been every night, it's been relentless with these guys. I'll try to stay out here throughout the course of this night, see if I can show you. And they really have made the game more scary to be out at night. I mean, they hunt in packs. At least I've been getting attacked at least 3 or 4 in a row. Now I wonder if one thing with the phantoms is, I will admit the times I have been attacked, it was because I was in a non-lit area and then I went into a lit area. So I don't know if me being here in this lit area has made a difference. Maybe they will not come and attack. But if they do, it is a scary experience, let me tell you. More than anything, it's a pain in the butt because they really hurt when they strike. And they're kind of not the easiest mob to kill. Put that there. Okay. So that looks like it'll be okay. This will move in a block. So let's get a look for the outside. So yeah, hopefully I don't get attacked by any phantoms. I'm gonna have my sword out just in case. But yeah, moving the wall in a block, not having flat building as all the major YouTubers suggest, definitely helps out a lot. Even this design is still kind of flat, but just adding a little bit of depth creates such a difference, I think. I'm really happy with the way this design came out. Let's add some panes here. Let's see if by adding the window panes, if it does anything. I'll have to get rid of this one here. Yeah, that is really nice. I really like that. That texture came out great. So we'll do that one here. Let's try to get it right in the middle. So that's like an idea of like the finished product. I'm not gonna have cobble on the second floor. I'm gonna have something different. This wall is gonna stay blank because it's eventually gonna get covered up by the slaughterhouse. But yeah, wow, I am really happy. And this I would have never learned if I hadn't like stayed researching on YouTube how to do this and, you know, giving it a go. I'm surprised I haven't gotten attacked by any phantoms. So yeah, so I'm probably gonna finish that off camera and show you guys the finished product, but I just wanted to give you guys a taste of what I was working on. This sucker here, this massive project of the slime farm, has been like pretty draining on me, and it's turned more into a grind than fun. So I was like, let me get a change of pace. Let me just work on something else a bit and talk about it a little bit, get some practice. But yeah, here's another cool, interesting thing. I planted an acacia, I think it's called acacia tree, and it came out really nice. I like how it came out. And this is gonna be like, I'll probably build my town around this park area here. This will be like a little center park type thing, but that tree in the background adds a nice touch, I gotta say. It's really nice. If I move around here, yeah, from Founder's House, I like it. I like it a lot. Maybe I'll incorporate a thing where I put a different tree from different biome into this like garden area here. So that's it for right now. Hopefully when I get back, I will have the platforms set up. I also collected a bunch of magma blocks. I should probably show that. You saw some footage of that, of me in the nether, but let me show you a bit. It's pretty good, actually. It was a pretty decent haul. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and a half stacks of magma blocks. I got some soul sand as well. because I want to work on making some type of an elevator system with the new water dynamics for getting up and down from the level we're at now to the bottom of the slime chunk. But yeah, I think I'm gonna start incorporating the platforms now. Building this house and remodeling it was a tremendous stress release, and I really like how it's coming out. The only challenge that I see right now is I'm still pretty bad at roofing. I've played around with different roof designs, as you can see here, and I don't know what I'm gonna do for that, or if to keep it a modern look. I think the modern look is okay with the flat design, but if I'm gonna have lore and I'm gonna be trading with different villages and stuff like that, I eventually want to have a singular theme throughout this town. So I'm thinking that a more thatch style roof with a pointed top would probably be better. And I probably might incorporate into this space up here a balcony for the second floor. I'm also at a loss as to what to do for the entry. I really don't know. I'll have to look at some designs because I kind of like the open layout of it. Indeed, I kind of wish this would be the entry if I can incorporate it somehow and not have to worry about closing the door. That'd be great, because I noticed that when I block it off and I just single it off to like one door, or even if I put two doors, it changes totally the dynamic of this. It makes it very bland, or it takes away from the aesthetic somehow. I'm gonna put some torches here in the meantime. But like I said, I really like how this area is coming out. It's really nice. So hopefully I'll be back with the platforms. So as I get ready to incorporate the platforms into this chunk here, one of the first things I'm gonna try to mess around with is trying to build some type of a elevator to try to get me all the way down there, which is Y10, to all the way up here, which is around Y70. Otherwise, it's quite a pain in the butt. But what I've been doing so far is just basically I've been gathering so many stacks of resources that I would just basically stack up to get out, and then tunnel down a stack to get down again. So what you see right now is basically how I would transport myself up and down this thing. And you know, after a while it just gets time consuming, and it's kind of grindy and boring to do that. So I want to plan here, where am I best suited for getting out of this? So on this wall here I have that house, which is where our bulletin board is going to be. So I can't really make anything go up here unless I do it off to the side. Up here I do have the garden and the central courtyard, which it might be interesting to like elevator up to that, but I'm thinking that I'm gonna have some type of a facade, or of some type of an outline around this chunk up there, maybe like a little castle outline, so where the chunk is still exposed to sunlight, but it just doesn't look like a giant hole in the middle of my world. And then up here I am just basically it's open fields on this side, on this wall. So that's another option. And over here as well, open fields, even though because there's like caves down in that area, it's very dangerous. It's not well lit. This area is better lit. So those are my options, and right now I'm thinking actually for this first go around I may just want to go out to the central courtyard. And so I'm gonna try to center myself here. The only way I know how is to try to do the every other block method to find the center of this wall. So it actually works out that this wall will have a center. It's pretty amazing. So, alright, we'll take that there. We'll take that one there. So the center is gonna be right here. This is the center. So I'm gonna dig this up. So the elevator, we can have the upshoot in the center, or we can do an offset design where we have the upshoot. I think we'll do that. We'll have the upshoot on one side and the downshoot on the other. So let's get that. No, that's in the center again. So that one's where we want to go. And then we'll have this one. So now I'm gonna tunnel all the way up and tunnel all the way up here as well. This is probably gonna be a pain in the butt, but I want to do that before I start putting the platforms. So I'll do that off camera because that's just gonna be boring. It's just me tunneling through a bunch of different layers of cobble and dirt and dorite and granite. But yeah, that should work, and then I can make like a pretty decent entryway here. I'm not sure if this is gonna be the base level of all my platforms, or if I may dig down because I'm at Y10 here, and so I still need to put this area is all gonna be carved out with magma blocks. So I don't know what would be the proper way about doing this, but at least for right now that'll get me up and down, and hopefully worst comes to worst I'll just dig down. So I'll get working on that. Okay, this is just crazy. The new update includes polar bears. There's freaking polar bears in Minecraft now. I never saw anybody talking about this. And they attack! Holy crap! This is crazy. I wonder how strong they are. Mama bear is protecting her cubs. They give away raw salmon. There's freaking polar bears in Minecraft. That's crazy. Anyways, trying to collect kelp for the water elevators, and I basically had to go so far to find ungenerated terrain, but once I did, it hasn't been that bad. I need to get a couple of stacks of kelp down here. I'm all the way out in the wilderness, so the phantoms are probably going to be all over the place, but yeah, I think with the kelp, because right now, later on I'll show a bug I'm having with the elevators, and I think the kelp turns every block around it into source blocks, but I'll talk about that in a sec. I just wanted to highlight that there's freaking polar bears in Minecraft. That's crazy. So I'm gonna try and experiment. If the polar bears give away salmon, I wonder if by feeding salmon back to a bear it does anything. So here we go. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see if I approach this bear. I think they're just a hostile mob. Yeah. Oh man. Oh man. I'm about to die. That is crazy. But yeah, so... And they're fast. Holy crap. Did they swim? They swim, and man, are they fast on the water. I am gonna get out of here. Is he coming underwater after me? Crazy. Crazy stuff. So that makes this like, when you find cold areas like this, it's kind of like the North Pole. Holy crap, this guy is still after me. I have got to get out of here. I think I got the kelp I needed, but I just wanted to show that on camera. So yeah. Let me get my bread out. I wonder if I surface, if he's gonna be like right up in my face. Holy crap! He's right there. Ah, that's crazy. This bear will not relent. Is that a pufferfish? I believe that's a pufferfish. I could definitely use some water breathing potions. Wait, puff up. Alright, I might have to do something about this bear. So, I guess they have like Frostwalker? He can only walk on the surface of the water, but he can walk quite fast. I guess they don't swim under. There we go. Let's see what he gave. What is this? Is this bear fat? He just gave me... Let's get out of the water real quick. Sorry for the poor terrain generation, but again, my setup is kind of laggy. Raw cod. He gave me raw cod. But anyways, I have 2 stacks of kelp, so that should get me for the elevators. So I'll head over there and then come back. What is this? Yeah, so anyways, I'll be back. Okay, so in troubleshooting what was going on with why I was having such a problem with the elevators, I found out something interesting that I'd like to share with you guys as well. One of the first things is that if you're not aware already, Minecraft has updated, and with soul sand you can create bubbles that will tunnel you to, that will carry you up to the surface in a really high speed. I'll demonstrate that in just a second, and there's plenty of videos on YouTube about this, people making elevators. One of the problems with those videos, however, is that nobody tells you that there's a certain procedure you have to do to activate the elevators. So basically, in order for this to shoot you all the way up, every single water block here has to be source blocks. Well, if you tunnel down from, let's say, more than 60 blocks like I did to get to the bottom of my slime chunk here, we're at Y10 and up there is Y70, then that can be quite the pain in the butt, and you'll need a lot of buckets unless you know of like efficient ways to create source blocks. A real cheap way to create a good source blocks is to take another advantage of another feature of the new update, namely kelp. And what kelp does is that it'll grow all the way to the surface. Alright, you just need some dirt, and then you plant the kelp, and it'll grow to the surface. Now, if you're having a tough time finding kelp, which I doubt will be the case, but if you are, whatever, you can just wait and let this grow, or if you're patient and you're not in a rush, or you can literally stack kelp on top of it, on top of each other, and just go all the way up. Every one that'll do it, every water block through which you stack the kelp through will create a source block. Now, soul sand, which you can find in the nether, shoots you all the way up. Magma blocks, which you can also find in the nether, and I have it under this sand right here, will, what you call it, oh great, my inventory is full, I think. Magma blocks will suck you all the way down through the water. And the great thing about having air bubbles is that you never lose your breath while you're doing it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you what at least I did to speed up the process. So I put down my magma block, right? I get a patch of dirt, and basically I just put kelp all the way through. Now I don't have any water breathing or stuff, so this has got to go really quick because I will lose my breath quickly. But you just keep stacking. Oh, I got a squid in my tunnel. That's interesting. And you just stack all the way to the top, right? And then you just keep going. I'm about to die, but I think I'm about to get to the top. Okay, perfect. I have effectively created a source block on every single one of those blocks. Then swim down. Hopefully this squid doesn't get in my way. Okay. So now, oh snap. Oh snap. Where's my shield? Oh shit. The last thing I need is these guys messing me up here. Hold on. Don't blow up on me. Come on. You've gotta die. Don't lag out on me, computer. Alright, good. Trying to do demos while in a not safe area. But anyway, so you just hit the bottom kelp and all the other kelps are going to float to the surface. Then I have my magma block, but I'm not done because this block right here where I just dug out the dirt is not a source block. So what do you got to do? Turn it into a source block, and now that sucks everything down. You see how all the kelp and everything's getting sucked down because everything from the top is what you call it, a source block. So I got that. Oh, I just found out something interesting. So for this, I'm actually gonna need to okay, so it sucks you down really hard and you don't have any escape. So I'm gonna have to lift that up one to make it work with my let's get rid of the kelp for right now. I don't really need the kelp anymore other than that. So we will then put one block down here, and of course I conveniently run out of breath all the time. So now I'll put the magma, and now perfect. Okay, so there's that. So let me show you a demo of what it's like when you have everything all said and done. The squid is getting sucked down, but yep, so up here get shot straight up to the surface like so, boom. And if I want to go down now, I will get shot straight down. I'm not losing my breath, as you can see, to the bottom. And that's it. So now I have an elevator system basically for my slime farm. Now I can get started on the platforms. So yeah, just wanted to show you that. Please remember that you need to make source blocks in order to make these things work. And yeah, I'll be back later. So I just got some very interesting confirmation. Definitely this is a slime chunk. My first slime in the slime chunk. Kind of want to keep this bad boy alive as a memory, but I don't know how. But I'm just so glad to know that all these hours of work beforehand were not taken for granted. So I guess what I could do is show you guys a slime kill. Look at that. Look at all these little guys. So we have our first set of slime for this world. I'm very happy to know that slime chunk or chunk base finder really works, and that I typed in the correct seed and that this was not all for nothing. Stoked. Super stoked. Anyways, I got all my materials for the iron golems, for the platforms. So yeah, I'm gonna start working on this, and I'll update you as we go along. Really stoked. I'm really happy. Welcome back, everybody. Here I'm just continuing to set up the platforms for the slime, and this is getting quite boring, so I've had to like stop a little bit, walk away from the computer and then come back. I have the analytics on at the moment because I just want to make sure that when I get to 39, Y39, I don't build any more platforms unnecessarily. If you haven't seen already, I guess I could give you a preview. I've got the iron golems set up, and for the first tier, I think I'm gonna have, because I have the water elevators here, I think I'm just gonna have like the iron golem set up on 3 of the 4 walls. It should be fine. I mean, I'm gonna have the magma blocks all over, so wherever the slimes see an iron golem, they'll eventually get to the grind spot. So anyways, I thought I'd check in. I'm just grinding away here a little bit, trying to make sure that this all gets done. And yeah, it's definitely becoming a grind, but I think I'm already getting on the way to getting closer towards getting done. Hopefully in the next couple of hours I'll be finished with this. So this thing is such a pain in the butt, especially when you don't have the right tools. But as you can see around me, I've set up the magma blocks. So yeah, moving along quite smoothly with this. I'm still setting up platforms, but I got a little bit bored and I needed to go get some resources, so I set up the magma blocks. And I'm going to be using, at least in the beginning, a minecart with a hopper setup type thing. So far no slimes yet. I will say something that's interesting is that while before I had slimes coming down, right now at least, the only thing I've had come down on me has been creepers and baby zombies. So I don't know if there's something affecting my spawn rates, or I don't know if I'm gonna have to tweak this a bit. But for right now, I'm gonna like try to see if I can get some slimes, and yeah, I'm gonna continue making platforms, getting supplies. I definitely got a lot more magma blocks than I needed, which is great to know because I can like use them around later on. And then I'm still thinking, and I left this area open. I'll probably, if I decide to go magma blocks the whole way, I'll have to get this collection system dug down a bit, like dig it down a couple of levels. But I'm also thinking I may, and it's gonna hate me, I'm gonna hate myself for saying this because this is actually a pain in the butt to gather, but I'm kind of thinking it might be cool to have a water stream set up where the slimes get transported back to Y70 where my base is. Either that, or I may find a way of transporting the items through one of the elevators and have them like rain over some type of a house setup or something. So yeah, I don't know yet. But yeah, I just figured I'd update a little bit as to what's going on. So far, the minecart seems to be working just fine, so it's good to know. Alrighty, so that was the finished product. I got my farm pretty much put together. I had to stop a couple of layers short just because I basically essentially ran out of resources. But I'll be finishing it off as I get the resources, and then I have this elevator here where I'm gonna have to do something with this entrance. And then I've got a lot of ideas for this house here, but overall this has been this second episode has been quite the grind, but it's been a great learning experience. I'm trying to see if anybody will spawn. Right now I've got 8 pads set up. I think 8 or 9. I don't remember exactly. They're all lit up, and I've pretty much got at least one iron golem looking at every single one of them. I'd like to show you guys a little bit what I've been doing with the exterior here. I think I'm gonna take this out, this part of the roof, and make this like a balcony type situation, maybe some hanging vines. And then instead of having a square roof here, I'm gonna make like a curved thatch roof. This is like a pointed roof, but I think I can start messing around with the curvature dynamics. It's gonna take some research. I really like how this doorway came out. Again, it could be a little bit exaggerated with the leaf blocks, and I'll have to test that. And also I'd like to make like a little path with the front door, but I think overall it gives a nice little sense of depth and perception if you approach it from different angles. Basically on the interior, it's very cleaned up. I put some basically crown molding on the roof. The windows came out okay. The painting gives it a nice touch. So overall, this episode has been quite the learning experience. I can't wait to show you guys my how I grow on Minecraft and stuff like that. But yeah, so I just gotta say thank you so much for watching. Please like the video, comment with ideas or suggestions of what you think I should do. Got the nice little acacia in the background. And yeah, thank you.